Day. From Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina,
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
It's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Panthers take over.
So here comes the Patriots offense led by number 1, their new quarterback for 2020. That, of course, Cam Newton.
What an audition last year for Teddy Bridgewater in New Orleans. Not one that he expected to have happen with the injury to Drew Brees, but he stepped into the breach, and the Saints went 5-0 in his starts, and he showed the rest of the league he was ready to be a starting quarterback again. Now he gets his opportunity with a brand new head coach, a brand new organization in Carolina.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey.
Number 22, Christian McCaffrey.
The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 12 carries, 95 yards.
They look like a team that really emphasized the running game in the offseason. They were going to build around it. Didn't matter if they were going to run gap scheme, power scheme, whatever. They've got a runner who finds yardage if you give him just a little bit of space.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. The football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Fumble on the play, recovered by Tampa Bay.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he gets it down to the 32.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. Vision is so important for the man in the middle, because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
He's brought down by
7 yards the pickup. First down, Tampa. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, a new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice game. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is, finish this drive off, because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's Ronald Jones that polishes it off with a touchdown run.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there's Christian McCaffrey with another run CMC as he's known in the Carolina area. Easily the most productive running back in the league last season. 2,392 yards from scrimmage. He's just so dangerous every time he gets the football. Whether you hand it to him, throw it to him out of the backfield, just imagine if they had the guts to let him return kicks as well. This guy is a true triple threat.
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. He's going to look deep from, and the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Brady going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Did a good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago. They're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limited to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. That's complete. It's Gordon. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Complete to Josh Gordon. It's a gain of 11. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
First down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Lead to Chris Godwin.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 88 yards.
Having a nice season. Number 8 in the league in receiving yards. And not just making his team happy, but anyone who's picked him in fantasy football.
They go back to the ground with Jones. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Brady. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Intercepted. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
2nd down and 8. These two teams all tied after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Bridgewater. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. Open man, it's Keith Kirkwood. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Second and 9 from the 44. Here's Bridgewater. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Bridgewater now. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Chasing Pierre-Paul. Able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
So Bridgewater needing to work a little magic after that sack on a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Bridgewater gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They're running the jet sweep here with Kirkwood. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big game downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
So 2 3rd-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And his kick is indeed good, and the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Here's the Tampa Bay offense and Ronald Jones leading them out. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Brady. And this one is incomplete. The Pro Bowler Chris Godwin, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's going to let it go again. And got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A 1st down and then some. 36 yards.
Tampa Bay.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he stopped immediately there. He would call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Gets it to Gordon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 11 yards there. 1st down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Brady now on 1st down. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown.
complete to
Ronald Jones with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Well, we know he can run the ball. There he shows he has the ability to do a little bit more.
That's what you call a complete player. A guy who can run it, catch it, probably can protect the passer when necessary, but his skills are best used when you get the ball in his hands.
And that's the thing. When you've got an athlete like that, you want to get the ball to him in multiple ways, right?
Without a doubt, because he often creates mismatches about who can cover him, whether he's coming out of the backfield or even lining up like a receiver.
The kickoff for Tampa.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
A gain of 9.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Throwing again on second down. Bridgewater. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Third down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater. And he's got his target. That's Moore. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Bridgewater on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
At the 23-yard line.
To the air again with Bridgewater. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 13-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 8-yard line.
2nd and 5 from the 8. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Okay, well, so much for the halftime report here. Guy can't even finish his Snickers. We're going to get right to the third quarter. Let me spit this out. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10. At their own 23-yard line.
Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done, they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Quick throw out to Gordon on the perimeter. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On second down now, it's Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
That throw by Brady incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. This complete to Jones. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
7 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It's a pickup of 6. First down, Tampa.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Brady's throw there complete, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
First down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Brandon Carr.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches.
At the Panthers' 27-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And his throw here's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
At the 24-yard line.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
The Buccaneer first down.
And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. And he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Sean McCoy at the ball carrier.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On 2nd down and 4, Brady. He completes it to Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Brady. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on third down, Brady. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown.
To O.J. Howard.
O.J. Howard, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
Gay on
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. William Golston drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
21. Panthers 10.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time, 4th down, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Bridgewater. And Walker has it. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. Incomplete.
Bridgewater.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sideline. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. From the gun, Bridgewater. That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. Robbie Anderson His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have got it back to a one-score game. So a big play coming for the Panthers. They'll go for 2. And they go with McCaffrey. McCaffrey will try to run it in. But he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This is T.J. Logan to return it. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll go again to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Holding offense.
They ain't on outside.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Now they'll throw with Brady. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter, and they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. William Golston able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Their own 32-yard line.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And what are they starting thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Third down.
After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Brady going to go on 4th down. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, he knows more about what's going on with his team than we do. He must know something's up. Either he has trouble.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Down back at the
Bridgewater. And that's complete to McCaffrey. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish him off.
A score that puts him in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, it could come back at you a long way.
So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
So here's Brady and the Bucs. Down 24-21, a minute 25 to play. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on 1st down. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. Caught by Jones. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. From midfield, here's Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6.
1st and goal.
A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 44 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Tampa Bay.
So how many practices have we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there?
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? And he'll bang that one through. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs.
24. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Take over 1st 25-yard.
And now it's the Panthers' turn, trailing by 4, 33 seconds to go. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down. Here's Bridgewater. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Incomplete.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Back to throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Bridgewater to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Intended for Christian McCaffrey. Incomplete.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And I tell you, these division games never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for Tampa Bay, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the L.A. Rams. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, add one more loss to the column. That drops them to a woeful 1-9. So